Welcome to the show, guys. It's episode number 15. Dive in within. It's a little later than usual. I've been trying to get this one done for a little while. It's hard to find time these days to come and be with you guys. Working on it. This is all still new stuff, fun stuff. Just out trying to experience life. Let's start the show off with taking a little moment of silence, a couple deep breaths before we get started. Good stuff. Alright, guys. Today we're talking about diving in within. Or getting to know yourself, however you want to put it. Hear the frogs. The frogs are with us tonight. A little nature tuning. So, diving in within. Fun topic. So, diving in within. Learning yourself, which is a big part of the experience. You're going to enjoy this experience more as soon as you learn who you are and learn that this is just a vessel or a vehicle for your experience here, and so becoming the essence that you are, or remembering the essence that you are, the divine light that you hold within inside, and remembering and connecting with that is the experience of what some may call ascension, or there's many terms for it, but it's just learning who you are, who you really are, not what you've been told, or a lot of people these days, they struggle with trying to be something they're not. Society's a bitch. So everything is being thrown in your face. Media, religion, all the BS, all the belief systems, all the things are being thrown at you. It's going to throw you out of tune, and they're in essence they are helping perpetuate a disconnection of who you are inside. The TV is full of consumerism. The news is full of fear. Religion is full of looking outside to find what is actually inside. And so obviously people don't know who they are. They're trying to be something else. They're trying to be like their neighbor, their best friend. Everybody thinks the grass is greener on the other side, but the grass is green on the inside. And so you would find all these messages in the past with yogis and people like Buddha and the real teachings of Jesus and all those other types of things that are talking about going within to find light, or finding God by going in, or connection with the Father, which is just divine love light in the center of the universe, which in essence is you, which you're a duplication of, which we all are a duplication of. And so we're all just the mirror, looking in a mirror of love light. And then we have this reality that we holographically project by our BS, our belief systems, and our shared experience with the duplications of ourselves and our reflections. And so take the time, get to know yourself. I bet you're pretty fucking cool if you ever get to know the real you. Take the time and go out in nature. Be one with your thoughts. Try to take the time and maybe do some meditation practices, anything to help clear your mind so you can communicate with the real you, the inner essence, the God light within, the love light within. If you can quiet down the matrix and disconnect through meditation, or learning to control your thought process, natural tuning mechanisms such as being out in nature, and clearing your mind, and you'll start to learn who you are and how everything you see in your life is in your control. In essence, if you live your if you find the love within, and you can process everything through the love within, then inevitably the world that you're gonna see is all love and full of love. And by changing yourself or your perspective, you're in essentially changing the quantum matrix of the world. And so the quantum part of it is your interaction with this hologram has effect on the whole scheme of things. And so the more you tune in with the God within, the more you see the quantum aspect of perception, and your interaction with the world, and how it comes back to you in your holographic visual. It's fun to learn things about yourself. I've told you guys a couple of techniques on previous episodes. The best way is self-communication and self-thought, and diving in with meditation. But these are all practices to learn, and the whole thing is a journey. It's not something you can do overnight. I'm still learning myself. I'm constantly learning things and experience, and experiences teach us things about ourselves. And so the whole time we're going to be learning about ourselves daily. Um, but people hold an image. A lot of people hold an image in their mind of what they're supposed to be or how society thinks they should be. And it's hard to let go and not give a shit what anybody else thinks, or to let go of your own feelings towards how you should be, how you should look, how you should act, and learn to feel and be who you naturally are. Whether your 3D vehicle be male, female, transgender, if you feel feminine inside and want to portray that on the outside of your vehicle, do it, and don't care. Don't let what other people think matter. If you want to dress like a woman, or you want to wear some new fashion that you created yourself, if you want to identify by a certain name or a certain label, that's your choice, and you should do whatever you think portrays the essence within. Whether society thinks it was obscene or out of the ordinary, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. And so a lot of people are hidden. They're hiding themselves within themselves. They're hiding themselves in their homes and their idea of the status quo. And it's tough to let go, but it's part of the process of becoming who you really are. You have to let go and be free, cut the chains of everything that you've been taught on your perception of what life really is. Because life is a beautiful experience that that you've been blessed to enjoy and create with a divine light, which is what people call God or universal consciousness. There is no restraints on what you can do in this reality. There is no restraints on what you can be, and so be whoever you would like, wholeheartedly, without any constraints of belief systems or society, and liberate yourself and be free. And once you find the real freedom inside yourself of being the light that you are, you won't give any fucks about what anybody else thinks. And then you get to go out and experience this beautiful plane, or this beautiful Mother Earth Gaia, and you can go out and spread your light and let everybody see it. So in essence, you're changing everything by changing yourself. And so you don't have to think I'm going to change the world and think you have to change everybody, and there's this big fucking obstacle. Oh, I got to change the world, because that is too much. and definitely too much ego. And so you can learn that you can change everything by changing yourself and becoming the light that you are, the oneness with the love light in the center of the universe. And by becoming the light that you are and letting it shine for others to see, they're going to want to know, they're going to be attracted to your light. They want to know how you found it. And then maybe they'll look to find their light. And all the lights is just going to light up the whole beautiful new world that we're all here to experience and create. Beautiful things. It's beautiful to watch the changes occur that the earth is going through now. We're all here for right now for a reason, to become who we are, to become the oneness that we are. And by becoming who you are making this beautiful world even brighter with your beautiful light inside. I talk about nature a lot because I love being outside in nature. It really helps me ground myself and journey within. And the more I learn about myself, the more I become myself. I know you guys have seen me change. My appearance definitely through the process of the show, because I'm still becoming how I feel, because I'm still learning me. So you can't tell me who I am, because I'm still trying to figure that out too. I definitely wasn't the man I was yesterday, and every day I strive to be a better man than I was the day before. I don't even think I want to identify as that. I would like to be a brighter light than I was the day before. Because in essence, I'm trying to learn to be the light that I am, the love light. I am love light, and I'm trying to shine. And through the process of shining, I'm trying to facilitate the knowledge that you all already have inside of you. And so I am you, reflecting you, sparks of light to initiate a light in your thought process, which may initiate the light journey to find the light within yourself. Fun stuff. And so, what's up, you? Do you like your reflection? Do you like the people you're surrounded by? Do you like the feelings you have throughout the day? If not, change it. It's your power. It's your control. This is your reality. And so, learn to be comfortable with who you are. If people, be it family or friends or any kind of outside influence, is if you feel that is holding you from being who you actually are on the inside, then take the time to separate yourself from anyone and anything, and take the journey of your own thought process of who you are within. Because we're all addicted. We're all addicted to being happy. And there's nothing wrong with that. Happiness is a beautiful thing. A lot of people numb themselves because they're seeking a happiness that they can't find unless they alter their mind frames with certain substances, be it cocaine, MDMA, alcohol, caffeine, gambling, any kind of stimulant in this reality that gives them a temporary boost of happiness. They become dependent on these crutches because reality is chaotic and it is a lot to process, and it's definitely a lot to process and be happy. And so whenever we find something that makes us happy quickly, because everything is fast paced, nobody wants to put in the labor to bear fruit. Everybody wants a shortcut. They want somebody to bless them to be happy, or substance abuse to be happy. Everybody wants a shortcut. And they're going around the long way to nowhere when happiness is found within. Heaven and hell is here on earth. Heaven and hell is within your mind. Heaven and hell is within inside you. And so to find heaven, you have to find the light within and become comfortable with who you are. And so it can be a really grueling process, especially at the beginning, because a lot of times you're going to have to cut people out of your life that make you feel a certain way, or who may be draining the essence, and it's not even their fault, it's you giving your power away, because you're the one with all the power and you're the one with all the answers. And so you may have to disconnect from people and places and everything to find that, and then once you become and learn the oneness that you are, then you will feel more comfortable re-experiencing things. But a lot of times it takes not a lot of times from studying and personal experience, and it requires solitude, and solitude is addictive. Once you become happy with who you are, you don't need anybody else. And so if you're happy alone, and then you go out amongst the hologram, amongst your other reflections, and you don't like the reflection back, then being alone can be addictive. But it's all part of the journey. Once you become the light, you have to go let it shine. So don't get addicted to being happy and alone. Once you're light, is once you feel comfortable with you and your light and the expression that you are, go out and express yourself and let your light shine, because that's what you're here for, to experience this beautiful experience with the divine light that you hold within. And so it requires solitude. You know, Buddha, they say he meditated for 40 days and 40 nights, and they say that Jesus went out into the wilderness for about the same time period, and they were starved, and the ascension or Kundalini awakening, or whatever you would like to label it, in essence lighting the spark, the divine spark that they already contained, but finding it required the solitude and the for some reason the lack of nutrition, the breakdown of everything that they thought they were and perceived, and they found the light within to one of the best degrees, as story be told, because in essence they became master teachers trying to leave us a message on how the path to finding the light, the Father, God, universal consciousness, that the path is the journey within yourself, and all the answers that you've ever looked for are inside. All the things you ever needed to heal yourself, everything that you've ever desired and wanted to know, wanted to see, is all attainable within yourself. And that's pretty fucking cool. You can be and experience whatever your mind desires. And it's okay to experience anything and become anything you desire to be. Become who you are and be happy with who you are. But you have to be happy alone. That's the real that's one key factor. If you're not happy by yourself, you're definitely not going to be happy with anyone else. You're going to be looking to feel that happy. You'll be looking to feel that that void within, with people or substance. And so if you can't be alone and be happy, there's a little bit of work to do. If you can't be alone and happy, then try to figure out where it come from. Where does the happiness that you lack when you're alone derive from? Is it people are really hard on themselves, and so the first thing I can tell you to do is forgive yourself for anything that you've ever done, because we are merely humans. We are just a light that doesn't realize it's a light. I'm trying to remember its essence. And so the whole experience is remembering who you are. And it's a tough journey, and we make a lot of mistakes. But the key is to learn from your mistakes, but don't beat yourself up, because shit happens. This is all this all can be a chaotic experience. And so before you were on the path of learning who you were, you have to forgive yourself for the mistakes that you think you have made. Rumi had a quote that says, "There's a field between right and wrongdoing. I'll meet you there." There is no right or wrong. There just is. So all your previous experience, all your previous actions, they just are. And it's okay. And whenever they were, let them be just that. The past actions, the past memories. Let them stay where they are. There's no need in rehashing them or beating yourself up over things you have done. So forgive yourself. Step one is forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself for not knowing. Forgive yourself. It's okay, I promise. No matter what you've done, it doesn't matter. Religion has taught us bullshit that you were born unperfect, that you were born in sin. What fucking load of shit. You were born beautiful, all-knowing, love light, and you will always be beautiful, all-knowing, love light. No matter what you do, you will still be exactly that. It's what you came in here as, this experience, and when you leave this experience, you'll still be just that. So experience this beautiful experience with forgiveness and love. You were never born, so you can never die. My buddy Christopher Timms said that. It's beautiful and absolutely true. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed. And you are the energy of love. And therefore you cannot be born. Therefore you cannot die. You can just be. And you can be transformed to anything, anywhere that you perceive. That is the God and goddesses that you are. You hold all the answers, and you hold all the power. Of anything that ever was and anything that ever will be. Trying to find that and figure that out can be quite a journey. But it's part of the experience. Enjoy the experience. It's beautiful. So start out with forgiving yourself. And then start to find or seek the love light within yourself, the love and the light that is within inside you. After you forgive yourself, seek your light, find it, become that light, express it any way you desire. with your appearance or with your actions, any method you prefer. Let your light shine. Find your passion after you find your light, and let your light shine into that passion of creation, whether it be music or art or building things, whatever you choose to create, whatever you find passion. I hope that you take the steps to learn how to dedicate yourself to the passion that you find within, because then you'll find true liberation, and that is how we will create heaven on earth. And that's what we're all here for. We're all here at this point in time to find our essence, our light that we all are, and letting it shine here on this plane, dimension, or whatever 3D description you would like to give to the earth, to the time that we're in now. Whatever that description or term may be, realize that we're here at this beautiful and blessed time on the earth to do exactly that. Express the light within ourselves, with our actions, with each other, with our actions with Mother Gaia, with every expression that we can express, all while experiencing the creation at the same time, because you're all gods and goddesses. We've all accumulated for this point in time to express the most beautiful expressions that we can. And so find your beautiful expression within inside yourself and try to become that wholeheartedly, without any regret. Forgive yourself for anything that you have done or anything that you ever will do. And no matter what, and no matter what, that you are divine light, and nothing can take that from you. And so be free. Free the light within. This is just a mere container in this holographic matrix of 3D reality, or whatever term you would like to call the now. These are mere vehicle containers of divine light, experiencing the universe. We're the universe experiencing itself. It's a beautiful thing. And it can be very discerning sometimes. Not discerning, I don't think that's the correct term I'm looking for. It can be really complicated sometimes, because the previous ages, the previous energy has created a lot of frequencies, a lot of disconnection processes. Every time you turn around, The remnants of the old is there in your face, promoting consumerism and disconnection with Mother Nature and the environment, through the TV and the radio stations, and you're getting fear thrown at you. But let me tell you guys something that's beautiful about the now. The old world ended in 2012, just as prophesized, and there is no prophecy of the future. We are creating it with every moment, with a brand new energy of love and oneness and connectedness is the new energy that has been bestowed upon us in the age of Aquarius, or our fun little travels through the space and the galaxies. Everything is on a new wave of who we really are, of us being completely connected. All the new energy is promoting consciousness and connection with one another. And so the battle of light and dark has already been won, just as the prophecies said. The light always wins. So in the process of the light winning, the light has to shine on the darkness. And so those things which were not known are known, are coming to light. The darkness is coming to light to be known, to transcend to light, or away from light. There's only two options: become light or travel away from the light. And so everything that's going on now is the darkness coming to light. And so the news and everything you see on TV and society seems so grim and unpromising. But I can promise you that it's a beautiful thing, because this is how the light overcomes the darkness. The things which were hidden have to be shown. And so all the things that you hear bad about the government and all these things that may seem new to you, there's a whole lot of people that already knew about these things. And the fact that the masses are learning these things which only a small group knew in the past, the fact that the masses are learning these things is the beautiful part of it, because that is how the light wins, and the light has already won. And so it's a process of knowing of what everything is, including yourself. And so dive in within and become the oneness that you are. Become the love that you are, and learn to process everything through that, through the magic of divinity, which is love. Learn to process everything through love, and then watch the world change before your eyes. It's gonna be a joyous ride, but we're all in it together. Don't be discouraged. It is all part of the process. Forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive others for not knowing, or whatever definition you hold to yourself of the problems that you think may or may not have been. Realize, become who you are, and love yourself, and be happy with who you are. When you become happy with who you are, and you can be happy alone, then you can let your light shine, and then you can go out and possibly find the reflection that you want to hold with you all the time. Maybe significant other. But don't try to fill the void and emptiness inside of yourself, which is the being comfortable with who you are, or your happiness spark per se. If you can't be happy alone, don't go out and try to find somebody to make you happy, and don't go out and try to find a substance or an essence to fill that gap. Find out why you're not happy with yourself, and try to fix that, and realize that you are perfect and there's nothing wrong with you. And then forgive yourself for whatever you or your ego may be holding against you, and be comfortable with the oneness that you are. And then go out and possibly find a significant other. But a lot of times when we don't have happiness within, we may look for friends or a boyfriend or a girlfriend. We may meet someone that makes us happy at like one point in time, and we cling on to that, and it's only short-lived. And there's good news, and there's good news, and there's bad news. The bad news is nothing lasts forever. The good news is nothing lasts forever, except for the essence and love light that you are within. That is forever and always. And so, sometimes we seek to fill the gap within ourselves, to fill our addiction to being happy with people. And so it may be a friend, that made us happy, and next thing you know, you'll be dependent. You may become dependent on that person, or a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, or a husband, or a wife. Our addiction to happiness can sometimes suck us into a vortex of our easy experiences, our shortcuts. A vortex of shortcuts. I like that one. And so a lot of times we'll find ourselves in a vortex of shortcuts to happiness. And that vortex could be people, places, things, substances, drugs, alcohol. And it's a vortex sometimes, and it goes faster and faster and faster, sucking you down. The good news is there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's always light because you are light. And so, if you ever catch yourself in the vortex, realize that we all make mistakes trying to figure out who we are and trying to find happiness, because when we're happy, we are the closest to our true divinity than our typical times. Closer, anyway, to our natural divinity. It feels great to be happy. Happiness is a real high vibration. If we were to put it on a scale, they say it's love, joy, enlightenment. But these are all just terms and labels for our experience. Personally, love and happiness as a feeling on a vibrational scale, they're usually right there together. I don't think I could put one higher than the other. But we're all addicted to that happiness. And sometimes we cheat ourselves with the shortcuts to that happiness. And the shortest cut that you may not have known or remembered, you knew, but you didn't remember that the shortcut, the easiest one, is inside yourself. So take the journey to find it. Take the journey to find the oneness inside of you. Take the time to learn and feel the divine spark within, because you are everything. Isn't it great to be everything? It's definitely a great time to be alive. Every day is a beautiful thing. Every day is a blessing. I can tell you, if you don't think you're blessed, then you're probably taking a lot of things for granted. Because if you're breathing, oh, that's a blessing. If you woke up, ooh, that's another blessing. If you woke up in a warm place, oh, that's a trifecta of fucking blessings. If you're listening to me, it means you have a computer or a cell phone, internet, and all that good jazz. Hell, that's more blessings than you can fit in your pocket. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. So, be grateful. Be grateful in your presence, in your oneness. Be you. Love you. And then love the duplications of you. Love the reflections of you, which is everything that you see is a mere reflection of you. So become the reflection that you love and are passionate about. And then watch that fucking shit reflect back at you. So, you just need a little bit of forgiveness, a little bit of solitude, throw in a pinch of gratitude, and you'll be well in a couple steps in to diving in within, to finding the essence of who you are, finding the essence of your light. Love who you are. If you don't love who you are, become the person that you would love. When the quotes say, be the change you want to see in the world. That's the key to changing, quote unquote, changing the world. It's by changing yourself. And so be the change that you want to see. Be you. Be the oneness that you are. Be the essence of divinity to your best abilities. And then forgive yourself for wherever you think you may fall short, because there is no such thing as falling short. There is only being. Well, I think I've rambled on enough about being who you are and trying to find who you are. It's a long process, but it's not necessarily a long process. It is the process of being, is becoming who you are. And who you are is actually everything. So love yourself and love everything to your best abilities. And if you do that, shit, what else matters? Well, I've enjoyed rambling on tonight about being and diving in. Sorry I haven't been steady with the episodes. We'll get there. Just been out trying to experience the beauty of the earth. Falling into who I am, still learning who I am, and learning how to get on here and talk to you guys about whatever topic may come. And so we may reach a point where we do schedule this and that, but as of now, I'll come when I feel and I can find the time. We will do scheduled shows, obviously. The past 2 episodes on the Crystal Skulls, super fucking awesome. If you missed them, please watch them. Episode 13 with Christopher Timms and his awesome experience with the Crystal Skulls on episode number 13, and then episode number 14 with Pam Yunt. She has also unique experiences with a different crystal skull, and those were really fun to do and experience. Definitely has opened my eyes to a lot of new things. And the experience of all this has been awesome and fabulous, and I can't wait for more. I can't wait to share as much as I can with you guys. So definitely go check out those 2 episodes. You won't be disappointed. Come in with an open mind. I always say, don't believe what I say. Find what you believe within and what sits right with your soul. We are hopefully going to be doing an episode here at the beginning of April with a previous channel for Max the Crystal Skull. When I get all that squared away, we'll have a date and a time, and I'll share it. We're also looking to get another guest on here pretty soon, so I imagine I'll be back within the next week, maybe with 1 or 2 episodes close together. You never know when we'll tune in. Obviously, it is very late here where I'm from, and this is definitely off the regular cue for a time frame, but I had a long 6.5 hour nap after work. And I come in at my hour, which is like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. It's when I'm most active. Naturally, this is my natural time. So maybe one day, or no, not maybe, soon I will operate by my own biological clock and sleep when I feel the need to sleep, and be awake when I feel the need to be awake. And for some reason, it's always been at this time, an hour of the night. I guess I'm just a nocturnal person. So I've always been up late and had to work early jobs. It's never been a good combination. So if you don't like it, change it, right? Practice what you preach. Thanks for joining, Dev. Has anybody got any questions or comments that may be watching? Any viewers out there got anything they would like to add or say or discuss before we tune on up out of here? Oh shit, the phone died. Let's see what we can do here. Can you hear the frequency in the background? Check out the live real quick to make sure none of you guys had any questions. Sorry about that. May switch over to doing YouTube live due to the fact the only reason why I shoot Facebook live is for the commentary, and the app doesn't quite work correctly with the live comments, and so therefore it's pretty useless. So the only reason why we shoot live here on Facebook is specifically so people can interact and ask questions at the end of the show, because it's all about the audio. It's a podcast. It's made so you can listen as you drive down the road or at the gym or however you may in audio form. So you can catch our audio on you can catch our audio for free on iTunes. Just type in Higher Frequencies. You should find us. You can find us on Google Play also, Higher Frequencies, for free, all of our episodes. You can go to the website higherfrequencies5d.com and you can watch the YouTube videos directly from the site. You can also download the audio from free directly from the site, or stream the audio directly from the website. And so you can tune in multiple ways. You can also find us on YouTube, Higher Frequencies. Higher Frequencies 5D on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, Higher Frequencies. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Higher Frequencies NC. And so tune in, check us out on Facebook, comment, send in emails if you would like, higherfrequencies5@gmail.com for any comments or questions or any suggestions on topics you would like for us to cover or discuss. Stay tuned in to catch our Crystal Skulls Part 3, which should be coming up pretty soon. And so I hope you guys enjoyed the episode of Diving In Within, and I hope you guys dive in within yourselves, become the gods and goddesses that you are, become the light and the oneness that you are. And we will be back eventually. Oh shit. Peace and love, guys. Namaste.